Hi guys, I'm going to go through and talk about my unit in which students created a film on the immigration movement of the early 1900s. So one of the things that I've really done over the years with this project is I've added a lot more structure to it. I've found that if you just kind of let the kids go, when they're filming, their scenes don't have a lot of purpose, and when they actually get to making the movie itself, they really struggle to get through it. So one of the things I've added is I've added a storyboard component to it, to where now they actually have to draw out their scenes and how they're going to shoot it and all that different stuff before they get ready to film it. Another thing I've done is I've combined a rubric review with student examples. So when we're going through the rubric before the project, instead of me just reading through it and showing them, what I do is I give all the kids their own rubrics, and we watch some previous movies, and the kids will grade them as if they are the teacher and kind of mark what I would do. So it's a really good way for them to see some examples of what to do and kind of what exactly I'm looking for when I say, this is what a 4 looks like, this is what a 1 looks like. And it shows them also kind of some things that they want to avoid. Some shots that maybe they think sound like a good idea, but when they actually do them, don't quite work out. The evidence of understanding. One of the things that this unit does is it does a good job of building on the previous tasks. So what happens is the kids start with their outline, which is kind of their basic surface level information, and then as they work through it, they're getting higher and higher in that Bloom's level, ultimately coming up with the movie itself. So there's also lots of opportunities for me to kind of use formative assessment. So at each stage of the process, they have to come, show me where they're at, get my signature before they can move on to the next part. So they have to show me all their storyboards before they can move on and actually start filming. And then lastly, the video allows for a lot of really intentional aspects that you don't get in some other projects. Kids have to think about, what are their characters' names? What part of the world are they immigrating from? What are their names going to be? What are they going to wear? So what costumes, stuff like that. What's their setting going to be like? Is things dirty? All this different stuff that they can kind of really think about and show that they don't necessarily get to go through in a normal answer. The real world application for this project is immigration is still something that is kind of a hot button issue today, especially in our current political climate. So it's really beneficial for them to see that 120 years ago, we were still having the same conversations that we're having today. Social studies is kind of cheating in a lot of ways with the real world application, but I'm not complaining about that. And then the other thing that they kind of do is they get a lot of these video skills that they can use in future projects, or maybe something they want to start to do and present with other things. And then the other thing about this is it offers a lot of assessment opportunities. So the kids, like I said, start with an outline, they move to a script, storyboard, and then they finish with their film. Each one of these, projects or micro projects kind of assesses for a different thing, and I can see where they're at and their understanding and their processing along the way. So if they're really struggling with the outline, they're going to struggle with the rest of it. So I can jump in and I can help them and I can get them that support that they need at different points, and I can kind of see what's going on. And then lastly, the student self-assessment and reflection. This is something that I've been working on just in general, trying to implement more. One of the things I want to start doing is I want to have the kids journal every day in class. Start a class, what am I going to do today? End of class, did I accomplish those goals? So that goal-oriented. So I also want to do that with projects. Where they set goals for themselves at the beginning of the project, then at the end of the project, they go back and they look if they met them. And then the other thing I'm going to have them start doing is writing these film reviews. So they'll be like film critics, and they will review their classmates' films. And then I'm also going to have them do it to themselves, so just they can kind of see and honestly reflect on how they think they actually did. So that is my project. If you have any questions or any feedback, I look forward to hearing about it. Thank you.